Hi, students. Sherry Sherrill here. Want to do a brief introduction into our next chapter, which is chapter 7, where we're going to be covering yet another one of my favorites, our chapter on cognition. This is just a small portion of the chapter 7 that's available in your online textbook. We're only doing selected topics from that. So why is cognition one of my favorites? Well, one of the terms we're going to cover is something called functional fixedness. And for me, that is a far better gauge of an individual's intelligence than any intelligence test or SAT or even GPA. I find it fascinating how people solve problems and how they can take something in their environment and use it for something other than what it was intended to do. So, for instance, students pick on my blingy coffee cup, and they've said, okay, well, what can you do with this coffee cup other than, hold coffee? Well, let's say that I was an avid fisherman or fisherwoman. I could remove, and I probably could break it and do it, some of these, flashy little sparkly things and use that as a lure to, get fish or whatever to, come towards my hook. I could use it to signal for someone to save me if I've broken down or I've gone hiking and I've gotten lost in the woods. I mean, not its intention, but creativity. When we're faced with something and we don't know what to do, can you improvise and adapt and still come out on top? So that's part of the reason why I really like this. Plus, cognition is the root of psychology that we study, our mental processes, everything from memory to problem solving to how we interpret the world around us the way that we do. So that's, again, why it's kind of part of my favorites. Now, on Blackboard, let me find that real quick. As we have for all of our chapters, there's a folder that has introduction and resources. So you have the learning objectives, which again are great guidelines for, are you learning and understanding and remembering what you need to know for the test? Then your PowerPoint presentation, the outline, again, all of these working to helping you decide if you've gotten everything that you should have before it's time to take an exam. All right, below that again is the chapter 7 textbook links. And I'm going to very quickly show you the outline for this chapter. And make this a little bit larger for you. Again, you're going to be learning about what cognition is and what the area of cognitive psychology is, learning different terms. I also really think schemas and understanding how it is that people make sense of the world around them is pretty interesting. We'll cover schemas again in the future when we cover developmental psychology in a later chapter. Here's all of our terms on problem solving, and there's functional fixedness, the one that I told you I really, really love talking about this. And then we have several different biases or mistakes, errors that people make. I think you'll find that really fascinating and will be able to apply that to a whole lot of people that you know personally or you see online or in the media or whatever it may be. And then we'll finish the chapter by talking about creativity and how that can allow you to overcome situations where you don't have what you think you need to solve a problem. So hope you'll enjoy this and become as fascinated in it as I am. Thank you.